Wanted to share a really kind of poignant thought I had today. So yesterday was April the 4th. Today's April the 5th. And it was 55 yesterday to the day, 55 years ago, that Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. And today is April 5th, and I'm going to have Jane Elliott on my show, my podcast today. And it was 55 years ago today that Jane went into her classroom in 1968 on April the 5th and started what became 55 years of experimentation on blue eye, brown eye experiment. So, what I wanted to convey today is just the idea of inclusivity and the pushback it's getting nowadays. Uh, Inclusivity should be about having one race of people, which is the human race, and it should be not subdivided down into what we call black, white, gay, straight, religious, non-religious. Those are all human constructs, and we created those constructs. And rather than um, battling each other with these human constructs as a hook of why we're justifying our hate, I thought it'd be a really good idea to actually create the narrative of this. And what I'm finding in my YouTube and my podcast campaign, and I've just started this, is that not everybody's on board with that. There's a lot of people out there, and it blows my mind. There's a lot of people out there that don't want inclusivity because it threatens their control and their power. And to me, it's not a political thing. It's a psychopathic thing. And I had H.G. Tudor, a psychopathic narcissist, on my podcast just recently, and we talked about this. We talked about psychopaths in power, and those are the people there that are keeping us divided. Those are the people that are feeding the narrative of hate and exclusion, and taking away from our diversity as people, as human souls having human experience. And that's what I wanted to really convey. And unfortunately, what I'm finding is that there are companies out there that are either using that as a crutch and they don't really believe in it, or there's hockey teams or football clubs or sports organizations that are not embodying this because there's money involved, because some of their fan following are people who are psychopaths or bigots or racist people, and they don't want this. And they don't want that in their sport, and they're claiming it's political as opposed to claiming that it's human. And so I think I'm just taking this video down right now, just to document what I think is going to happen in the next year. So I'm hoping that I'm pleasantly surprised that in the next year I will be overwhelmed with joy about people who have come on board, who wanted to help others and be able to be altruistic towards human equality and human inclusion. But I don't think that's going to be the case. And I think just like today, I'm going to have rejection and pushback from big, huge organizations and big moguls in power in the circles that I roll in, or that I'm trying to roll in. And they're going to disappoint us. And they're going to disappoint not just me, but the kids out there that are looking to these people as leaders and as mentors and inspirational, when they're just people who put a puck in a net or keep it out, and they do it really well. And we have a totally different expectation on what these people are in society, as opposed to just being a really good athlete, or an executive, or a CEO, or a lawyer, or a religious leader, or mother and father, any of these things as well. And I think this is going to come out. And I've got really thick Irish skin that I can take the punishment against me and not take it personally, because I just don't. But I do get really upset and disappointed when people that I liked or that I thought I liked push back on an idea that I thought everybody could benefit from because they're cowards, or they're afraid of losing following, or sponsors that pay a lot of money to exclude people, as opposed to just attracting, hey, listen, you're not my tribe. And so I'm going to go through this myself with sponsors and with tribe and followers and friends, and I'll be unfollowed and blocked and all this. And I'm totally anticipating all this. This is not something that's going to surprise me. But what I thought I'd do is document it so that a year from now, I can have this conversation and just go back and go, yeah, man, boy, was I ever right about that. Because with the indictment of Donald Trump yesterday, I think the world's just going to get a whole lot more crazy out there, much more divided. And on April the 5th, 2023, we will see what happens in a year. And I'm not holding my breath. I'm hopeful and I'm optimistic, but I don't think that's going to be the case. But I'd love to be wrong about this one. We'll see.